It's the new multiplayer season. I am excited. There are some great discs on the season pass track, and I'm actually going to be playing this entire video with just the brand new disc that I got from the season pass track. Once you get past level 25 and beyond too, there's paradigms, there's Voss, there's diamonds. There's so many good discs on the track this season. If you're ever thinking about buying it and you have the means, of course, to get the season pass, this is one to consider. So let's take a look at what these discs are. I didn't mean to include the utility slot disc, so we'll go and ignore those. There's a glide sticky sword, actually a fantastic disc. I have another spot in my bag. I have the water skip sticky paradigm that I typically do there. The jade seems like a slightly shorter version of the diamond. The magician is a fantastic warship type of disc. The pixel is a throw-in putter, a little bit overstable at lower power. Y'all are familiar with the claymore. The thief seems like a shorter musket, slightly more understable. The fortress we already know, and the pixel, which is a little bit more understable glide skip bomber like the Rive. Let's see if I can figure out how to make these work. I'm thinking probably the skip fortress. I don't have a glide. Yeah, I don't have a good glide fairway from just this pass alone. So I think I'm going to go with the accurate skip fortress and see if I can have the wind help us through here. At the cool cloud trail raining on the fortress. Get in. It is in. Fortress has a little bit of 3D there to it. That's pretty nifty. Got the pixel. Throw in most. Throw in disc. I mean, most discs at all. Yes. Most discs throw in with very similar power lines, especially when you're close to the basket. So switching within like 60 feet isn't too tough. I've got to go Halo, I guess. I don't have the glide roll, or I mean, I guess the skip fortress might, but we'll go with the Halo. Got the sonic rings flying off of it. And then they roll by. Nice. We'll put in with the pixel. The pixel actually, Pac-Man eating the dots. That's neat. Pretty cool. And it gets in. This is working pretty well so far. Doing a freaking showcase. I think this has to be sword. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the sword on this one, on the forehand. Try to get to that spot I typically get to with my sapphire. And this is pretty good, but it's gonna be tough to flex this just right. It's gotta be the halo to get there. But I'm just not familiar. It is, oh, not enough. Let's go and get through, get through. No, the solid collision. It's gonna those rings. Those get me every time. And it's like Sonic just died or got hit by something, all the rings are flying. And throw the magician up here, that warship type of distance. It gets to the top, and we'll get around this and get the peak in just fine. Boom. Oh, that the peak is kind of nice. I'm sure once I figure it out, I'd like it even better. But it's weird. I'm probably not going to change that. Oh, I don't know if I could clear this. I'm going to go way lower to the left here and just make sure I clear. This is not turning nearly as much as I thought. I wanted to land a lot further right than this, even though I was aiming left. Oh, this would be a heck of a save. See, if like 499, you gotta get through the Mando with the wind not helping at all. Let's see if I can flex it in. No, not at all. Just go OB. No, is this so? This isn't even OB? Are you kidding me? This is so cruel. That this is even inbounds is such a cruel joke. There's no way I'm making the Mando. I just might as well just like try to make it in the basket. You have the Claymore in here? Not even to the green. Oh, please give me drop zone. Okay, I missed the Mando at that point, so I get the drop zone. 104 will throw us like 70 power. And dang, that's intuitive. I I don't know. Think about making that switch. I mean, now we realize I don't really make changes. Let's get the Halo through here. I do every once in a while. It takes a lot for a bag change or a disc change to make it into my bag. Here we're gonna be like 70 feet away with no look. Is there anything? I think we might be able to get through here. Let's power it up and nail the invisible tree. Fantastic. I hate those invisible trees. 80 power here. No, in that collision. That was an invisible collision, at least. Near the end of last multiplayer season, I was trying to make a push to get into the top 25, and I putted from 15 feet away on a Maple Hill hole and hit a freaking tree like 2 feet in front of me. Ridiculous. I haven't thrown too many of these. Let's try... The Fortress could definitely do it. Let's see what the Jade can do. Gotta give this tons of hyzer because it's gonna flip up and hopefully fade out a little bit. Nope. Not the fade. Are we gonna get a look? Via had a look through there. We're 65 feet. This is not the look. Go a little bit of analyzer on this. And it drops in. A little Pac-Man dots. It's cool. Some of these animations are kind of a lot, but they're still cool, so see at least a little bit. This will be a magician. Take that mid-range type of disc up the right side. And works great here. There we go. I throw the musket in my main bag just to the possibility of getting a little bit closer if I get it just right. And the warship or a glide mid also works fantastically getting up to this basket. Now we have Nokia 2. I think the Fortress can do this, no? Oh, this is wide. Get stable? Get really stable? No. Well, I'm not that familiar with the Fortress. Let's aim a little bit further to the right and try that again. Because the Fortress definitely has the distance. It can do this. It's just a matter of getting the line right. Like I did there. There we go. I was aiming the Glide Sapphire can do it. So if the Glide Sapphire can do it, a Skip Fortress definitely can do it. Oh, looks like, well, we're not going to be last place. Maybe we can... Ooh, this is a fun ending one. The Halo. Get down on my typical aim point that I would do for like the Paradigm, but they just a straight pullback. Let the wind give it the turn. Oh yeah. Get through. Get through. Yeah. And there's the Sonic Rings coming. 76 feet. We'll throw the Pixel Peak. About 60 feet down the hill. Come on. Hey! Excited to end with an eagle at least, even though we're losing this one. It was a fun way to end that last one. Let's see if we actually get better on this next round and maybe make some progress. Maybe get a win. Let's see. Lost Island 8 and Downtown 9 are definitely going to be some excitement coming here. What the heck even here? I don't have a harp. Maybe Peak? See if a Pixel Peak will get there. I'm going to trust this wind to give me the fade of a harp. And that works. Would have liked a little more fade, but it gets across here just fine. Eats up some of the dots like the Pac-Man would. And taps it in. Everybody getting Brady. We're holding our own so far. Judah and Lossab on this card. Firefox, I don't recognize the name, but definitely some stiff competition come up, even early season already. So a little bit shorter is going to be the... What's this, a Thief? Yeah, let's be a Thief. A little bit shorter than the Musket, but this, it works out well. It's definitely touchy here. You have to aim further left. If you leak right, you're going to go in that water. 100 feet up this hill, a little bit of fade, right into the chains. All right, look at that. We're taking a lead using some brand new discs. Well, kind of a lead. Using some discs that are brand new to us. First time I ever played was the first round you saw in this video. I don't want to skip. Yeah, if I get that disc, I have to skip. Maybe Jade? No, let's go forehand with the Jade and a ton of hyzer. Let it flip up. Oh, yes. Stay. Yes. Able to get it there. Nice. Judah, I'm not sure if he went to the drop zone or not. He's probably trying to ace again. He just released a crazy video of all the aces he had in multiplayer this last season. Lost Island 8. Let's see. It's got to be the Halo. Only it's going to have the distance. See if I can guess the flex right. And... oh, nope. If that was the paradigm I like that was looking. Maybe a good kiss here. Good kiss. Yes. Yes. Oh, no. No. Well, that's the way it is. The Sonic rings. They're going to get me every time. We'll throw the Halo up here again. If we get a good skip, I think we're going to have a fantastic look to save the birdie. And over those rocks too. Wonderful. Roll up to the basket. Is it even a tap in? And it's a tap in birdie. If only I didn't go in the cave, that would have been so much nicer. Judah is across. He's down to the basket. He'll be able to get his for sure there. Lost Island 9. I don't have a water skip, so it's got to be the Halo. I take this with the Rive sometimes. This is overturned. I want to go right over that tree, ideally. Get there. Okay. And makes it. Big skip up. Hit this one late season for like the first time ever. I was 250, and I threw the musket. 231, see what the thief can do. Yeah, I think it's got to be the thief on this one. Is it enough? No, not even enough distance. I don't know how some of you guys eagle this hole with any regularity at all. But like whether you're left or right, the elevation changes so much based on the distance you're away, and whether you're left or right on the hillside. There's just so many variables to consider when making that throw, and it blows my mind how often I see some of these top players hitting it. Judah is saving his par. It's early season. We're all messing around in one way or another. Trying something new or trying to go for it. Oh, I don't want to skip. I don't know if the fortress can make it. This is a sword. Come on, sword. Push. Oh, this is glide, right? Yeah, it's glide. Okay. Come on, sword. Push, push, push. Oh, yikes. Yikes. Okay. Whew. Barely hanging on there. But the sword is going to make it. We'll putt in our pixel. Oh, it's not a pixel. It's a pixel peak. I keep saying pixel. We'll putt in our peak. And see if we can keep this birdie streak going. Let's run it. I think the skip fortress has a line. They want to give us a little more Anheuser. And that's a lot more Anheuser than it needed. It's just like one time ever with the skip sapphire. I put the skip sapphire in my bag right before the shift came out. And then you'll later become the diamond, and that slot in my bag. And first time multiplayer, I aced the skip sapphire. No idea what I did. Couldn't recreate it. But I was able to get it in. That was really cool. Trying a new disc and working it first time. Not the same luck with a fortress. Oh boy. Jade? Jade's slightly more fade than the diamond. It's like a 0.9 versus 0.92. And good ground play. Yes. That works. So if you like the diamond but wish it was a little more stable, the Jade is going to be the disc for you. Has the exact same distance. Alright, let's get 80 feet on this one. Maybe the wind pushes me left. It does. I think Jade is a fun addition to have those little steps in the game. I think that's good to have diversity. If you want something a little more stable or a little less stable, you have those options. You don't have to go to the extremes. We'll throw our Sonic Halo out around this corner and get a good skip. Good skip. There we go. Get way down the hillside. This is looking good. 339. I can't go left side. I don't think I have distance there. Thief, so it's going to be backhand. See, kind of straight at it. This wind will slow it down, and it will stop the sticky. And there we go. Get that in, and I think our second round ever with these brand new discs, and we're able to pull away with a win. Let's see how we do on the third one here. In the third one here, we have Foxtail Meadows 8 right off the bat. Ikigai Springs 8, if we can make that work. And then ending with Coyote Canyon 5 with new discs. That's a tough pull to go for with new discs that you don't know very well. But Foxtail 8, let's try something. It's got to be the Halo. We've got to go for it. See if we can get the angle just right. I think this is looking good. Hold. Hold on. Hold on. No. So close to being absolutely perfect. But instead we missed. This throw, big magician, just kind of warship around the right side here. A little bit of collision, but it works to get us right on the edge of the green. We should be able to get this one to save our par at least, but you know, if you're missing the Mando, if you're going for it off the tee, you gotta accept that par is a very real possibility. Jonas, just off the basket, and he's gonna be safe there. That lefty line to get tons of power for him, getting down through the Mando, and he is rewarded with his birdie by simply making the Mando. All right, simple, easy peasy. We'll throw the thief down. Try to give it a little bit of Anheuser to counteract that wind. Kind of a lot of Anheuser, actually. Down to the base here, and should be about 40 feet up the hill, 39 up the hill. Throwing forehand with 60 power. And the peak is continuing to work. All right. The peak is not bad. In full power, it ends pretty straight, too. And worth considering if you like to throw in with putters. I don't know how to do this. Let's try default. Maybe a little bit hyzer. Fade. Nope. Not gonna do it. And those rings go bouncing through. Bouncing away. 355. I think it's the fortress, but we'll take a little bit of power off of it. I want this to make sure it slows down. Oh, slows down, slows down. There we go. And that 3D fortress, then there's clouds over the top. Super cool on it. Alex Blues on Discord, I've read that he created a lot of the design behind these 3D pixelated discs. So super awesome work there, Alex. One of the spin-off staff who hangs out on the global Discord with us. All right. I know I just put out a video on how to equal this every time, but I don't know how to do it with this bag. Let's try the skip fortress. Maybe I can get it. The line that I told you in my video to ignore. And see if we can get down. This is not bad. This is really not bad at all. And if I had the fuse, I'd almost definitely be able to throw this in with like 90 feet of power down the hill. This though, that is perfect for an absolute whip. Way more fade going downhill with this peak. That's what's called the peak. We'll take the par. Jonas got the eagle, as you'd expect. Pac-Man is going to keep eating more of those dots as it's going forward. And Nilo, where are you? I cannot find... Oh, from the drop zone. Going to be saving his par there. Let's see how the Jade does here. It is noticeable to see that fade. So it had the distance. I mean, it gets through okay. But it's certainly a noticeable more fade when I try to take the same line as the diamond. Let's go a simple 70 feet of power. Up this hill. Good. It's a little bit uphill, but of course that wind is helping to give it lift and make sure it gets all the way there to the basket. Lift, speed. I don't actually know what it's doing, but that's the adjustment I need to make to get there. So we are tied, not tied second, we're in solo second right now. Okay, Ikigai Springs 2. I think we gotta try and run this with the fortress. It's gotta be able to have enough distance, right? If it doesn't, oh, don't do that. Stay up, stay up, stay up. Nope. Dang it. Would have been a cool run. You gotta hit that bridge just right. And, oh, too much power. Bummer. So there's a bogey. Of course, the brand new disc is totally reasonable. I give myself some forgiveness. Not staying bogey free. Kaido Canyon here. Kaido Canyon 9. I think I remember kind of a line Westy showed me with the glide skip Rive. See if I can make it work with the Halo. Nope, that's gonna hit that rock. There it is. Hit the rock. Out to the left side. We're gonna have a look though. See if I can't get the fortress nicely up here. Pixel Fortress. Aim right. Give us some Anheuser. List of good lines. Are gonna get enough skip. No. No chance of getting enough to skip up there in order to go in the basket. But we'll take a birdie. Birdie is not bad. We're gaining a stroke back on Jonas. No way we're catching him, though. We are way too far behind to be able to catch him here, that's for sure. And let's see the Jade do this. Take our same line as we do with the Diamond. There's the Jade. Give it the full power into that wind. Certainly more fade than the Diamond. But it's going to work out just fine. So Jade is here to put in nicely into the basket. Like I've mentioned before, I'm really enjoying the little nuances coming into each of these discs. So you can make small adjustments for your bag preferences. Well, I can't go backhand. Gotta go forehand with the Pixel Halo and try to do my best to guesstimate this line. Miss, miss, miss. Ooh. Ah, the cactus. Ooh. Oh. It missed. And probably a helpful dead skip there is going to get me down to the base. I think we'll be able to get this eagle here. We'll throw about 100 feet of power up here. Right, aim a little bit to the right. The fades, I don't want to make that mistake again. Yes, definitely would have missed left. And get an eagle. All right, cool. So check out the season pass if you want to get some of these discs. I hope you enjoyed seeing me try something new. Probably do this for a day or two, and then see if any of these discs are going to make it in my bag. Thanks for watching, guys, and stay bogey free.